Yoon looks clearly skeptical hearing Egostic's plan. She's summarizing his weird request. So, basically, you want me to badmouth you in advance. Egostic casually holds his cat and confirms, yeah. Make me sound as bad as possible. He lists a bunch of titles like narcissist, psycho, and criminal. Yoon still doubts that being called an info-dumping narcissist will work. But Egostic smiles confidently. Trust me, it'll work. A psychological moment. Egostic claims no one understands Stardust's sense of justice better than him. He truly is her ultimate hardcore fan. After thinking it over, Yoon gives in son. Fine. Since that seems to be the reason for this partnership, I'll give it a shot. As soon as the deal is made, Egostic shouts, great! And the white cat quickly jumps down from his lap. A close-up panel of a mysterious black-gloved hand reaching out. The tension starts to build right here. Egostic appears elegantly in his familiar villain outfit with his mask and top hat. He says, I'm counting on you. Yoon reaches out to shake his hand, her face looking a bit flushed and hesitant. Yeah, same here. A close-up of the handshake between them, accompanied by a purple light effect. The deal is officially sealed, signaling the coming events. After Egostic leaves, Seol-ah is left alone with the cat. The atmosphere suddenly turns quiet, a sharp contrast to the previous tension. Seol-ah clutches her head in frustration. It seems Egostic's words have successfully manipulated her thoughts. A cunning smile appears. Seol-ah mutters, I've never seen a fish this hard to catch. She's starting to see Egostic as a fascinating target. Her gaze suddenly shifts, filled with excitement and a hint of obsession. Seol-ah admits, I think I actually like him. With a determined and slightly scary face, she decides, I'm definitely making him mine. Hee, a new stalker has entered the game. Cut to Haru's apartment at night. The doorbell rings incessantly. Ding dong. Haru. Haru opens the door, looking completely bewildered and shocked to find Seol-ah standing there with a bright smile. She didn't come alone. Seol-ah brought a whole squad of bodyguards and a suitcase. Is she really planning to move in? Seol-ah casually takes off her shoes and asks to hang out. Haru is still processing everything, especially since Seol-ah is supposed to be in Busan. Seol-ah laughs it off, saying Busan only has small fries that B and C rank heroes can handle. A totally selfish but very Seol-ah reason. The bodyguards retreat, leaving a helpless Haru scratching her head. What a headache. Haru is definitely regretting opening that door. As soon as the door closes, Seol-ah lets loose. She dives onto Haru's bed, as if it were the greatest prize in the world. A totally creepy yet hilarious scene. Seol-ah sniffs the bed sheets and exclaims, it smells just like Haru Tilda. Haru is left completely stunned. Seol-ah pops back up with excitement, inviting Haru for a drink. Look at Haru's clenched fist. She's clearly trying her best to suppress her anger. Seol-ah is all chirpy, preparing for tonight's party. Meanwhile, Haru just stands there with the darkest expression. What on earth is happening right now? A hilarious moment of self-doubt for our hero. Haru starts sniffing herself. Wait, do I actually have a scent? Her innocence here is just too adorable. Seol-ah appears with 2 bottles of wine, smiling as bright as the sun. Honestly, no one can say no to her terrifyingly high energy. Haru finally surrenders to Seol-ah's relentless assault. She reluctantly agrees to join in with a face of pure resignation. The drinks are all set on the table. The atmosphere begins to shift, promising a chaotic late-night heart-to-heart between these two beauties. Seol-ah starts her rant about Egostic. She can't believe a creep like him has a fan cafe and mocks those who join it. Haru sits there, breaking into a cold sweat since she's a secret member herself. Seol-ah continues criticizing Egostic's terror, attacks as mere attention-seeking stunts. Haru listens in silence as the atmosphere grows heavier under the kitchen lights. Seol-ah's sharp words hit Haru like arrows. Attention addict, narcissistic terrorist, criminal trash. Poor Haru can only weakly mutter, "TH that's." At the peak of her drunkenness, Seol-ah slams the table. A scumbag like that should be ripped limb from limb. Her face is flushed from both wine and protective rage. A close-up of Haru's face. She starts to feel Seol-ah is taking it too far. Whoa, isn't that a bit much? Unable to stay quiet, Haru speaks up. No, that's not true. Egostic risked his life to save me. Haru's seriousness leaves Seol-ah stunned for a moment. Seol-ah pouts and shifts her attack, and the way he's obsessed with you is so gross. Haru blushes in embarrassment. I didn't really think of it that way. Starting to fade from the alcohol. Seol-ah rests her head on the table, but still insists. Anyway, he is a very bad guy. You got that, Haru? Finally, the warrior Seol-ah completely passes out at the table. An expected ending to this dramatic drinking session. A total fan service panel. Haru gently picks Seol-ah up in a princess carry to take her to bed. The shimmering sparkles around them make the scene look so romantic. Seol-ah is fast asleep after her wild night. Haru gazes at her with a thoughtful expression, seemingly trying to process everything that just happened. Haru tucks Seol-ah in. She realizes that Seol-ah's earlier trash talk about Egostic didn't sound sincere at all. She's definitely hiding something. And here's a little twist. Haru quietly checks her phone. Browsing Egostic's official fan cafe, the Mango Squad. Talk about being a secret hardcore fan. Haru wonders when the next attack will occur. The scene shifts to a luxurious mansion bathed in the morning sun, marking the start of a new day. A peaceful morning at Han Dayan's house. He's enjoying breakfast while his siblings are busily getting ready for school. Da-in cheerfully waves goodbye to his siblings. He looks like the perfect big brother, a stark contrast to his cunning villainous persona. Seol-ah appears looking half asleep, yawning as she says goodbye to Seol. It seems her raid on Haru's place last night completely drained her. Da-in looks at Seol-ah suspiciously. What were you doing all night to be this sleepy? His gaze seems like it's trying to read her mind. Seol-ah just gives a mysterious smile. No, it's a secret. Her evasiveness leaves even the mastermind Da-in feeling curious. Da-in taps the table to start the meeting. All right, everyone listen up. Seol-ah, you can keep eating while you listen. Is a big plan about to be revealed? Da-in officially announces the next target. The next attack is next week. In Busan. A heavy statement that instantly makes the meeting atmosphere serious. The other members are quite puzzled. Why Busan? Won't Stardust be there as well? Da-in gives Seol-ah a meaningful look, questioning why the leader of the Stardust fan club would be there. A subtle but calculated tease. He reveals shocking news. We've got a partner in Busan now, and they were the ones who requested a terror attack. Meanwhile, Haru Stardust is still fast asleep, unaware of what's coming. Someone wonders, what kind of crazy partner outsources a terror attack like this? Transition. 1 week later, Busan. Dark clouds fill the sky, signaling a storm about to hit the beautiful coastal city. People on the beach look up in terror. A giant pirate ship suddenly appears in midair, shattering the peace. The ship descends as people scream and flee. Run! Chaos completely takes over the Busan beach. Egostic appears grandly on the ship's prow. Greetings, everyone. Egostic, have officially landed in Busan. A debut that couldn't be more extra. He immediately commands, now, come forth Icicle. Followed by a massive explosion. The real game has begun. Egostic's pirate ship opens fire. Giant cannonballs rain down on Busan Beach like a meteor shower. A close-up of the cannonballs flying at breakneck speed. The destruction is starting to get real. Suddenly, a massive ice structure surges from the ground, blocking the attack. And standing right on top of it is the hero, Icicle. Consecutive explosions erupt as cannonballs hit Icicle's ice. The art here is stunning, with sparks and ice shards flying everywhere. Icicle strikes a cool pose and points directly at Egostic. You villain. A perfectly righteous debut. She smiles with pure excitement, having clearly waited for this moment. Egostic. Finally! Icicle shouts in satisfaction. I've always wanted to say that. Meanwhile, far away, Stardust has also received word of the attack. Without a second's delay, Stardust blazes through the Busan sky like a golden lightning bolt to reach the scene. Chapter 40 closes with Stardust's angry and bewildered face. What the hell is going on? A massive cliffhanger for the next chapter.